The 2025 rookie class was the best rookie class I've seen in my time watching basketball. Players like Cooper Flagg, Dylan Harper, Karn Knippel, VJ Edgecombe, Cedric Howard, and even Colin Murray-Boyles have stood out to me as valuable contributors for their team, and they all have bright futures. Yet, according to many experts, this 2026 NBA draft class is the one that's seen as the best draft class of the decade. The class is headlined by flashy scorers in AJ DeMonza and Darren Peterson, both of whom have serious potential to be stars in this league. And even later picks, like Ade Mara and Cameron Carr, have also caught my eye as potential steals. But, after all my research, none of these guys is my number one prospect from this draft, because I found a player who fits perfectly into the series I've been making on this channel. He hasn't played a single minute in the NBA yet, but throughout his entire life, number 3 overall pick, Cameron Boozer, has epitomized what it means to be a winning player. Cameron Boozer was born on 18th July 2007, making him the youngest player selected in the first round of the NBA draft. His father, Carlos Boozer, was a 2-time All-Star who played for the Utah Jazz and the Chicago Bulls, so both he and his brother Caden Boozer have basketball in their DNA. But a lot of NBA players' sons fail to live up to the legacies of their fathers. They're dismissed as nepo babies who didn't earn their place in the NBA. Here are Carlos Boozer's stats at Duke as a freshman. And here are Cameron Boozer's stats. Clearly, he's not one of those players. Like his father, Cameron Boozer is a bruisingly strong power forward. At 6'8", 250 pounds, he has the ability to bully players in the post. He doesn't just use pure strength though. Boozer has a variety of post-scoring techniques, including seal-offs, spin moves, hook shots, and up fakes to score. However, some people have criticized this style of play as being too old school, saying that it won't work in the NBA today, as if the best offensive player of this generation isn't a post-dominant player. One completely modern role that Cameron Boozer could play on offense is that of the lead ball handler in a Giannis offense. This is a style of offense which has become increasingly prevalent in the modern NBA, in which a big forward will act as a lead initiator, driving the ball down the court while the rest of the team spaces the floor for it. This can be done off the pick and roll or in transition, and it's been done by the likes of Jalen Johnson, Scotty Barnes, Deni Avdija, and of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Boozer is strong and has great finishing instincts with both hands. His handles are extremely tight and smooth for a man his size, and most importantly, he has the game IQ and passing instincts to be a lead offensive initiator. He even ran some pick and roll possessions as the ball handler during his time at Duke. Boozer has an amazing variety of over-the-head passes, skip passes, lob passes, and bounce passes. He uses these to punish help-off drives like Giannis, or in the post when he's doubled like Jokic. He even has an elite outlet passing game that he uses when he grabs rebounds to start transitions like Domantas Sabonis. But it's not just his ability to complete these passes, it's his IQ when deciding which pass to complete which stands out. If you ask any scout, they will say that Boozer's IQ and processing speed are his best attributes as a player. It's almost unbelievable to see a prospect make the correct read with such remarkable consistency at such a young age. Even off the ball, Boozer can make a tremendous impact. This all starts with his shooting, as he shot 39.1% from 3, making 1.4 threes a game. In the modern NBA, it's almost a necessity to have a power forward who can space the floor for others, and Boozer can absolutely do that. He can also make an impact with his offensive rebounding. His strength and understanding of angles helped him grab a staggering 12.5% of offensive rebounds during college. For context, this would rank him 8th in the NBA and easily first among power forwards, despite his lack of natural athleticism. His timing when crashing the glass and his positioning when boxing out are better than any player I've seen at his age. He can also operate effectively as a screener, using his wide frame to dislodge defenders before rolling to the rim with force or popping out to the three-point line to cash a jumper. He even has a feel and a timing for cutting that just can't be taught, backdooring defenders or V-cutting into their blind spots. His variety of scoring weapons helped him have one of the best scoring seasons in NCAA history, as he ranked near the top of the country in both scoring volume and efficiency. Boozer isn't too shabby on defense either. He uses a combination of his instincts and his length to effectively disrupt passing lanes. His 2.6% steal rate in college would have ranked him 11th in the NBA and 1st among power forwards. His 7'2" wingspan also helped him with his shot blocking, as he put up a 2.2% block rate. This would have ranked him 5th among power forwards and 22nd overall in the NBA, tied with Luke Cornett. His athleticism will always be a limiting factor, which may prevent him from reaching DPOY levels, but his strength, length, and timing helped him rank 1st in the NCAA in defensive win shares and 10th in box plus minus, clear indicators that he's a positive defender. Boozer's well-rounded and versatile playing style can benefit any team playing any style at any level, and he's demonstrated this winning impact throughout his illustrious junior career. Boozer attended Christopher Columbus High School in Westchester, Florida, and in 4 years, he won 4 straight state championships, and as a senior, he even led them to a national championship. In the off-seasons, Boozer would dominate the Nike EYBL circuit as well, winning 3 consecutive Peach Jane titles between 2022 and 2024. I haven't even mentioned his successes representing Team USA, as Boozer won the FIBA U16 America Champions in 2023 and the Under-17 World Cup in 2024. He won both tournaments without losing a game and took the World Cup MVP over his teammate, projected number 1 pick, AJ Dibonsa. He also won Mr. Basketball USA in both 2023 and 2025, the award given to the best high school basketball player in the country. In his only year in college, Cameron Boozer's Duke went 35-3 before losing a heartbreaker in the Elite Eight, and Boozer was named the National Player of the Year over the 2 guys drafted above him, Dibonsa and Darren Peterson. It isn't an exaggeration at all to say that Cameron Boozer is the most accomplished 18-year-old in the history of basketball. Being on a winning team once could be dismissed as luck, but being on winning teams at every level you've ever played at, while being the best player or MVP of all of those teams and competitions, that's a sign of greatness. So, if someone were to ask me, what do you think Cameron Boozer is going to do in the NBA? I'd answer, for some minutes, I think he'll operate as a post hub, like Jokic, using his strength and touch to score on defenders, as well as setting up cutters and open shooters if he's doubled. For some minutes, I think he'll drive down the lane like Giannis, finishing with both hands and kicking the ball out to teammates when help arrives. I think he'll spend some time off the ball, stretching the floor with his 3-ball, and some time using his knowledge of angles and his strength to crash the glass for offensive rebounds. Sometimes screening and sometimes cutting, and on defense, I expect him to spend his time using his length, strength, and timing to rack up blocks and steals. But no matter what exactly he's doing on the court, there's one thing I know he'll be doing all the time. The same thing he's been doing every time he stepped onto the court at any age and any level. He's gonna play winning basketball. So, that was my breakdown on Cameron Boozer, my favorite prospect in this year's NBA draft. Make sure to comment your own personal favorite prospect in the draft down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe because it would really help the channel out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.